Alright, we're going to start off by measuring all the voltages in each pin on the data link connector. I'm going to start off with pin 16, which is at battery voltage at 12.7. Pin 15 is at 11.45. Pin 14 does not have a pin in there. Pin 13 is all at 11.7. Pin 12 through 9 does not have pins in there, as well as pin 8. Pin 7 is at 11.7 volts. Pin 6 doesn't have a pin. Pin 5 is at 0, which is expected because it's a ground, as well as pin 4, also at 0. And pins 1 through 3 do not have a pin in there. So that is the voltages of all the pins on the data link connector.
Right now we're checking out the PIDs on this 2011 Buick Lucerne. We'll be unplugging the ECT sensor and determining what that changes. Currently, the coolant temperature sensor says it's 186 degrees Fahrenheit. The short-term fuel trim is 0.7, and our fuel system is currently closed. It's closed loop. So we've unplugged the ECT sensor. Right now, our current coolant temperature reading is negative 40 degrees. Our short-term fuel trim is currently at -1, so we're running a little bit rich, and the fuel system is still closed.
Alright, on this Buick again, we're going to go ahead and unplug a different sensor this time. This time we're going to be doing the MAF sensor. As you can see, the engine's idling around 650 to 660 RPM. The MAF is sitting about 0.6 to 0.7, what I've seen, sitting at 0.57 right now. Intake air temperature is at 81. Long-term fuel trim's a little rich. Short-term is bouncing back and forth. So, update you once we unplug it. Alright, as you can see now, unplugging the MAF really didn't do much to the idle. It seems to have a default value that it reverts to if it doesn't have any readings, because both times we unplugged it, MAF reverted to 0.15, so it seems to be a default to revert to there. And now thinks it's -40 intake air temperature, as well as the long-term fuel trim dropped very rich. And now we're going to go ahead and unplug the MAP, the manifold absolute pressure sensor, see what the difference is on the PIDs. Before here, we're idling at about 660, 670. MAP is sitting at 8.6. And the short-term fuel trim running a little bit lean now, bouncing back and forth from a little lean to a little rich. So let's see what happens when we unplug it. As you can see, obviously, MAP dropped down to 0. Engine RPM actually raised a little bit. It's sitting a little above 700. Not a noticeable difference, but a slight difference there. And the short-term fuel trim seems to be running more lean now. So, yeah.
Right now, we're currently reading the ECT sensor is disconnected, and we're on the power side. Right now, we're reading 5 volts to this open circuit. We can tell from this that this is a pull-up circuit, and the sensor is pulling it down. Let me connect this ground wire to the lead and see what it does to the reading. So if we ground this lead that's connected to the power side, we measure at 0 volts, which from inside the vehicle, it would go from negative 40 degrees all the way to 300 degrees, the full range of its measuring capabilities.